It's Friday morning at Edgerton Park, and in just 5 days' time, the school is celebrating its new Arts College status with an hour's music, dance and drama performance in front of pop star Mick Hucknall. Deputy heads Mrs Arden and Mr Davidson are making final preparations for the big day.
You'll be arriving on site about half.
As well as Mick Hucknall, the VIP guest list also includes the local MP and Mayor. Mrs Arden has been sorting out the dining arrangements.
So what's happening to these tables?
Yeah, so these are all the people then, apart from the people who are
these are only
actually
guests.
performing. They'll
Only
be in
guests,
here.
apart from the speakers.
And who's looking after them? Me.
You.
Yes,
there's
me.
you, and there's you, and then there'll be John Riley.
Mick Hucknall's getting here, what, 11:15?
11:15.
Right.
I've checked with his PA, there are no interview arrangements to be made because he doesn't want any, but he does know some people will ask him questions, that's okay, but there's not a formal interview time.
But it's not the VIPs who are Mrs Arden's main worry. It's the 1,000 or so pupils who'll be sitting in the sports hall watching the hour's performance on a big screen.
We're doing our best to keep them fully entertained. Apart from the video link, we've got pop videos. And what else have we got?
Ambient music.
Ambient music. So we think it's going to be a pretty exciting multimedia experience for them. Don't we?
We do indeed.
But it's not only head teachers who have got worries on their mind.
I'm not getting nowhere as usual.
Nat has been elected the captain of the girls' football team, except at the moment she doesn't have any players.
I can't find out where the people are, so I'm going to see if they can play or not.
The first match of the season's on Tuesday, and as it's already Friday, Nat's skipping a lesson in a desperate attempt to gather players.
I'm not getting nowhere near. If I don't get a good team for Tuesday, then no one's going to want me to be captain either.
With a school of 1,300 pupils and a list of 15 possibles, she's not doing well.
It's just really stressing me out. I've got to do all this running about and I'm not finding anyone. I found 2 people up to now and that's took me half an hour at least. It's just not happening. No one in there. No one in there. It's stressing me out this now. Right. And now I feel like just screwing this up and throwing it in the bin.
But eventually, after 45 minutes, her hard work starts to pay off.
Yeah, what's your name? Are you that one? Can you play? On Tuesday, definitely.
Do you play football?
Yeah, I'm the captain. That's another one ticked off my list. I found 4 of them, no 5 should I say. One of them is saying that she can't play now, so I need to find someone that's going to take her place. Right, may as well just go and give this back to Miss Williams and just tell her I've done my best.
Nat is almost there. She's missed her lesson, but finally found the whole team, except for just 2 players. The rock choir and band are performing the grand finale at the opening ceremony, and they've only 2 more rehearsals before the big day. Last week, one of the main solo singers, Bram, was thinking of walking out. He wasn't happy with his harmonies. Today, he's giving it one more go.
Yeah, I'm going to sing it my way. The way I can sing it. If they don't like it, then they can get rid of me.
But there are further problems. Music teacher Mr De Burker hasn't finished writing the song the choir's to sing, and now he's been in an accident and has a suspected broken ankle.
No, don't encourage him. If he does that again, he'll be over and he'll have broken his arm and he'll be off for another week. Firstly, do not get comfortable. There's only one person who's going to be sitting throughout this rehearsal. Mr De Burker.
Nice to be back. I haven't figured out how to land from a parachute jump yet, but I'm getting there. Mr. Randall has said to me you've been doing some really good work, which I'm delighted to hear.
The choir singing is really strong. The band's really strong. Bits of solo singing is really strong. Just a case of putting it all together.
With over 100 singers in the rock choir, much of the skill lies in assembling the right voices in the right places. But Mr. De Burker is still worried about Bram's apparent bad mood.
I'm really concerned. You look like you're going to have a fight or something.
Bram is not Mr. De Burker's only problem.
I've got the words today, so I'll do it with you during the music. And then there's the middle section, which I need doing as well. I need you to be able to pick it up today in an hour really quickly and be able to sing it back to me.
both got colds though.
Yeah.
What?
Both got colds.
She'd give it to me.
That's no excuse. You'll sound more husky.
OK, I think Mr de Burke now wants to sing through. What I want to see, my job, while Mr de Burke is doing the singing, is making sure that you look like the world's greatest choir, because you already sound like it.
Camille. F. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. Shh. Let's try it again.
That's
1, 2, 3, breathe.
We are the future. Please listen to what we say. To make a bright tomorrow, we must light a fire today. We are the future. We take pride in what we do. So come and help us build our dreams. We'll light a fire in you.
That wasn't very good. Can you do it like a welcome back? It's nice to see you, you know.
For weeks, the band and choir have been rehearsing separately. Now they're together for the first time, and the band are struggling.
Can you go up to that one? Right, thanks very much. It's good to be back. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it, and I think they'll be great.
But we have excuses, we have colds.
It's just where I
Spread
am
it
as
to
well.
like the rest of the class.
The doctor told me not to come in, but I said, oh, I've got to, doctor. I've got to be here for my choir.
It's been better today on me anyway, because I can actually sing it now. And
Finally got it.
yeah,
I'm very nervous. It's the first time I've been in front of a microphone in the choir. Normally just in the low section. So, very nervous.
Right, throw it to me, and I want it there so I can kick it
With the day's lessons over, Nat is doing some extra coaching for Tuesday's match. She's 2 players short, and so is training up one of her PE pals, Natalie Baines.
I don't know what she's going to do with me though. Just passing now, but I'm crap at football anyway.
Natalie B is bored and feels she's learning nothing, whilst Nat is frustrated and upset.
I do things like this and then people don't turn up. And then it just seems like I'm the one that's bothered about winning. Or should I just say taking part? I think I'm gonna go home in a minute, really.
After 45 minutes of kicking around, Natsy's patience is running out.
Have you got anything in mind what you want to know? No? So you don't think it's done you any good?
No, because I knew how to do that anyway.
Well, it's practice on Monday, I think. So I just have to go around to the form rooms on Monday morning and get people to turn up. It's obvious that not everyone's as dedicated as I am to this, to the footy team. But I just hope that people turn up on Monday for the next practice, the last one before the match. I just hope that we've got the right number of players to play on the Tuesday. But it doesn't matter, does it?
I'm not really that good at playing, and I know that. But it's just to improve my grade at GCSE, so I can get a better mark and everything. If there's not enough players, I'll turn up anyway. If there's more than enough players, I'll turn up anyway just to say I've turned up, and so that can be a reserve. So that shows that I show an interest in everything.
It's Friday night, and 50 students from all the years are sleeping over in the school to raise money for charity.
Have a good time, but behave yourself.
Geography and RE teacher Miss Mason is in charge of making sure the night goes smoothly.
This only lasts a few minutes and then we can get on and party. But you're marvellous for coming and giving up your Friday nights and kipping on the floors up here. Just to remind you why you're here in the first place, yeah, it's a sponsored sleep-in to raise money for the Give It Up campaign. Right. The police have been informed, by the way, of the sleepover. They'll be patrolling the grounds, so you can feel safe. You can go off to whatever room.
Things quickly turn sour when a brick is catapulted through one of the corridor windows, luckily missing all the students around.
Can you believe it? You always get some
Pickle is editor of the school magazine and immediately starts to report on the story.
Right. Best thing to do then is to stay in classrooms. Just pick a classroom. Whatever, just pick a classroom, stay in it.
So what do you think that everyone else is like feeling?
They're all scared, you can tell by the way they're all acting, because they're all just like ducking under the windows, and it's just a bit sick, innit, because there's that many places that they can hide and whatever. Well, Natalie, you know, just tell me that. I wasn't scared a minute ago. What are you doing?
Is it alright if we interview you for the mag?
Who? The mag. You're interviewing?
Interview you
What
for the mag. For the mag?
Yeah, but what about?
About this?
About this? Yeah.
So how do you feel about the stores that come through?
I don't know. Well, no, I'm getting a bit worried now, because it is getting a bit scary.
Sean, unaware of the goings-on, has other things on his mind.
Well, these are all being good little boys. I ain't.
You've only been a good little girl, aren't you, little puff?
Yeah, you went saying last night.
How do you feel about what's happened then?
Pickle, despite the mayhem, carries on with his magazine report.
Sean, are you just gonna play on my hand all night or what?
Yeah. Right, well, I'm gonna go play.
See ya. Keyboard, Stacey.
I put my head through there and shouted, "Oi!" The two girls turned back and looked at me, and I know who they were.
Do you remember A-Ward? He's just got a text you saying you're all going to get gunned down.
I can't be coping with this, mate, I swear. I'm just going to put that wall in there.
Some think Sean might have some inside information.
Have you heard any rumbling, Sean, of people who are going to be outside or wandering around or wanting to come? No. You would say, wouldn't you? Yeah. It's just like, you know, if we had this all night, we'd just spoil it before we know how to go on. So I just thought, you're the man about town, you know, if there's anything to know, you would probably know.
Have a peek out the window when I bought it.
Was that another stone? Yeah.
A second stone's been thrown at the window.
Come on, Bram, what do you think about what's happened tonight then?
It's gay, right? Gay in big letters.
I reckon you know the hole what they did it through, but if the brick come through, you snipe them out with a stick of rifle.
Yeah, so you'll get some sniper rifles. You know, like camp out or something.
Don't cover, kill your
They've spotted two pupils from the school outside in the yard.
You know who it is, but you don't want to say. Okay, well, I'm going to phone the police. All right.
I'll just put some quick information.
Go throw bricks again.
Despite having already contacted the local police, Miss Mason decides to call 999.
Hello, yes, I'm phoning from Edgerton Park Arts College in Denton, Manchester. We're having a sleepover at the school tonight involving about 40 kids. And we've had 3 bricks through windows. I've reported it about an hour ago to the local police control unit. But the youths are still hanging around outside and, you know, like I said, we've got kids and the bricks are coming in.
Whilst the sleepover continues at school, 2 girls from Year 11 and 3 others are having a sleepover of their own. There's a Westlife signing in central Manchester at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and boy band followers Claire and Rachel have been queuing since midday.
Well, I started doing it to go to see Westlife, and I enjoyed it a lot. So I decided it's better to go boy band chasing than it is to go out on the streets, drinking on corners and stuff like that.
It's sort of addictive as well, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, because, I mean, everyone imagines it to be really hard. They're all like, oh God, how do you do it? But once you know how to do it, it is so easy. And it's just that easy, you just do it all the time.
Rachel and Claire's dedication has secured them first place in the queue, expected to be 1,200 people long.
Sorted out, and once the store's closed, I'll pop out and you can have your tickets.
Thank you.
All right.
Will they be doing the signing where Tommy Kitten did theirs?
No.
Where will it be?
Upstairs, on the first floor.
So will it be a lower table then?
No, they'll be behind a counter.
Oh, so it's still high?
Yeah. You'll still get a chance to see them.
But their prime position has its disadvantages. It's raining heavily, and despite reinforcements, Rachel has had enough.
Oh, my joints are freezing up. That's why I had to stand up. I was freezing. I'm cold. I want to bail out, but I don't think I will. But I want to. Out of the 2 of us, I'm the one that sticks it more than Claire. She moans all the time. But it's Westlife, so she'd stick it. And she won't dare moan to me because I so didn't want to come this weekend. So she won't even dare moan once because I've been saying that I ain't wanted to come. She rang me last night at about 20 to 1 and said, "You're still coming out here? I'm so excited." I was like, "Night, Claire."
Back at the school, the teachers are searching the grounds for the vandals who are spoiling the sleepover. Unfortunately, they suspect it's lads from Year 11.
At the end of the day, I've got to think about the safety of the kids, and if it came to it, we've got the school minibus parked out front. I can quite easily taxi kids home. I've got the contact number so we can just tell parents are on the way, and yeah, if it came to it, we would have to do that.
Best article I've ever had, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's a scoop, isn't it?
On the scene.
The police eventually arrive, and Pickle is at hand with all the details.
We had 1 stone through the window at 9 o'clock, and then we had another stone at about 15:15. It just bounced off the window. Then we had another one about a minute later. It went through.
So how much windows have you actually got smashed?
2.
2. You checked all around the building?
Yeah, but they're confined to the corridor. The kids can't go wandering. They think the rest of the school's alarmed. We did get a name from one of the girls who said that she knew of this person who were going to come. They've been saying all day that they'd be coming around about 9:30, but she didn't actually see anybody.
What name was that, did you know?
And you probably know him.
Is he in Year 11?
He is, yeah. You wouldn't think it, though.
I know him.
Yeah? Surprise, surprise.
Right, your crime will be in the post in the next couple of days.
Okay, thanks. So, same side unit will sort of call around, will they? Around the premises throughout the night?
Well, I'm on all night, so...
Oh, are you? Oh, you're
I'm on the
lucky
night
then.
block. So we'll keep coming past.
All right,
And we know that you're out in here overnight as well.
Yeah, you've got my mobile number, have you? I mean,
Yeah,
I gave
got
it
it.
to the...
Yeah.
Right, okay, if there's any problems, that's on all night.
Be all right?
Okay.
All right, bye.
Hopefully we won't have to see you again. Bye-bye.
It's exciting, this. It's a real story for once. Normally do stuff like 2 weeks out of date. But this...
But if you want to come up here, reassure the kids that you're around.
Yeah. Exclusive.
With the police keeping an eye out, the school is finally locked up for the night.
That's it. Nice and secure.
Sleepover under siege. Friday the 10th of November held what was supposed to be just a sponsored sleepover at school where nothing out of the ordinary was going to happen. How wrong we all were. A gang of kids, possibly from the school, were hanging around outside the grounds. At 9 p.m, a missile flew through the window just outside room 222.
Meanwhile, in the city centre, the weather is worsening, and Rachel's mum has arrived with a tent and food.
You all right? No. You wet? You coming home then? Yeah. Are you?
I said I might bail out.
No, you're not. Well, I said you'd never last it. I said you would.
Right, you put the tent on there.
Right, go on, get the tent on.
Harder.
No,
yeah.
We've got nothing better to do.
Aww. Over there. Wait a minute.
No, that's not.
I phone her every 2 hours on the mobile, make sure she's okay. And if she needs anything else later on tonight, I'll come back with that as well. I'd rather her be at home, really, but this is what she wants to do, so she's mad.
It's the early hours of the morning, and there still hasn't been any sleeping at the sleepover. In the boys' room, the lads are reluctant to settle.
Find a space on the floor, please.
The girls are more persuadable.
So you've got half an hour. Okay, sleep tight then. Any problems? Night night.
Sean, I think you need to be next door. No, I think you need to be next door.
Always me who gets moved for nothing at all. It's always me.
Tell you what, I'll sleep here, shall I?
Sean, come here. He'll be alright, he'll just calm down and then he'll go back in there, he'll be fine. He just needs to.
Sat there and he goes, chill out. I went, hey, shut up. And then you go get on and tell him to chill out. You know, wacky. He's a bum bag. What? You can kick it off.
What on earth has happened?
Well, see.
Right, I mean, this might seem a stupid question, but what on earth were you doing on that? At what, 4:45 in the morning, is it?
I feel sick. That's just fell on my ankle.
This table's fallen on your ankle?
Yes,
Right, yeah.
You can imagine the seat's weight on the table.
Get yourself against the wall.
Where's it hurt?
Round the back.
Yeah.
It's just coming up like the middle of my foot.
What were you doing?
I was lying now.
Did you have your shoe on it and the table fell on it?
I didn't have my shoe on. I had my feet like straight and the table fell on it, my foot went right round the side of my body.
Mm-hmm.
bit of staring at her?
What happened?
I just sat down on the table, but I didn't know it was that wobbly.
When it was...
When it was like that. And then just like completely
Sat down
lost.
on that side
Yeah.
and it's just gone like that, straight onto Bram's foot.
Not purposely.
I know you didn't do it on purpose. But you know what I mean, when it gets to 4:45 in the morning. Alright, well, I'll tell you what, in that case, sit yourself down on your bum and you can just slide into it. Right, so go back. Go on, I've got you. Go back. I've got you.
I feel like a cripple again.
That's it, just try and slide down.
Finally, at around 5 o'clock, almost everyone crashes out. Back in central Manchester, the queues are mounting for Westlife. The lads are due to arrive in a couple of hours at around 8, and the Egerton girls and their tent are still first in line.
I'm still alive.
But they've had a tip-off from one of their many contacts and reckon they know which hotel the Westlife boys are in.
No.
Rachel tries to push store security guard Graham for more information, but he's keeping quiet.
We know what hotel Westlife is staying at and we're going there now.
The girls reckon their inside info is right and set off to find the hotel.
Why Westlife it?
He just said that, don't even start.
I didn't know it was Westlife. I'm doing something
He
for
said,
five.
oh, you're following
The hotel security are also tight-lipped.
I
Oh,
thought it was
God.
five that were in.
Westlife, five always stay at the moment is on the don't stay anywhere else. We're just like,
Which way are they coming out at?
Not got a clue. I wouldn't tell you anyway.
right.
Confidential information.
When they're coming out
None of
then?
us know because you don't.
Well, they don't,
You find out
what time they're down there?
a minute before because somebody tells you where they're going and what they're doing. Even the drivers didn't even know where they were going this morning.
But the girls are convinced they're in the right spot and that the boys will eventually depart from here to make their way to the store.
We'll see them when they come out.
We'll like look at them.
And try and get some photos and stuff, see if they can come over to us, talk to us.
But they won't be able to.
No, because they have hanging people who bodyguards. And make sure they don't do anything. I'm excited because obviously I'm going to meet Westlife soon.
Is that them? Yes, that's what I've just been going. They're here. The one at the front's Brian. The one, Brian, Mark, Kean. Brian, Mark, Kean. Hello. Cold, wet.
How are you doing? You well?
Yeah. We've been here since 12 o'clock yesterday. Can I take a
12 o'clock
photo,
yesterday?
please? Yeah, hang on. Can I take a photo, please? Okay.
Oh, my.
Thank you. Yeah, we're first in the queue, so we look out for us. Thank you.
See you later on.
See you later. Bye. My final. I'm happy now because he's my favourite.
The lads leave for the store and all the waiting has paid off.
And 5, just so bloody lovely.
Good morning. Wakey, wakey.
It's 7 a.m. and after a night of much activity but little sleep, it's time to wake
I
up.
thought I look rough in the morning. Morning. All right. Have you been sat there all night playing that?
Yep. I've slept one.
You haven't really, have you?
Yeah.
Morning, ladies. Wakey, wakey. Wake up, flower.
Who's showing in the sleep?
What do you think? Do you think it's been a success?
Yeah, it was good.
You were marvellous, sweetheart. Do you know, I'd have you another any time. Maybe outside of an RE classroom, you are a little angel.
It's because you're a city family.
Is that what it is? Oh, right.
Despite the 3 bricks, 2 broken windows and 1 twisted ankle, the night has been a major success. The pupils have raised £250. A detailed article is to be published and a good time has been had by all. Meanwhile, things are hotting up at the store. The boys are inside and the press are out in force. It's almost time for the fans to meet the lads.
I want you into the store in groups of 10, right? No photographs, no kissing. As soon as you get in, you get an autograph and you come straight back out of the store. That way is the only way that we can guarantee that everybody in this queue is going to be able to be seen by the band. It's basically, it's not getting into political debate. There's a set of rules, everyone's got to be treated the same, then everyone gets treated properly.
The girls are off. After 19 hours of waiting, their moment has arrived.
We are excited, but I'm still really naffed off at the fact that we can't take pictures because I don't think it's on the top.
Let's go. Whoa, come on.
They're not stand on this side, we've got to stop.
I'm really happy that I got to meet them again, but I'm sort of disappointed because we got rushed along and wasn't really had much time with them, and everyone who was in there were really moved with us. No photos, no kisses, no hugging, just move along.
At one point, we asked Westlife if we could take a picture, and they said, yeah, take it. And the man put his hand in front of our camera lens and said, if you take a picture, you're thrown out. Shane, at the end, he was holding my hand because it was cold, and he was like, look, I'm really, really sorry about it. I know it's crazy, he said, but it's really not us.
It was really worth it staying out since yesterday, 1 o'clock, camping out in the cold and the rain. Even though we didn't get really much, but it was worth it.
Armed with CDs and autographs, the girls say goodbye to Graham.
We got him at the hotel, didn't we?
Well, yeah, we did.
See you, bye.
Thank you.
Shut up!
It's Tuesday afternoon and the first girls' footy match of the season.
People, go in there and check, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, 7, 8, 9 in there. She's got no shoes. Have you the donkey? I've got my trainers, but you're not using them. I've got football boots with me. What's your size? 6. All right. Come on! Becca, come on, you'll be saving me life. 9 people. There's no way I'm playing 9 people.
There's no way I am playing.
Oh, come on, it's fun. I'll be crying, mini mix. What was it like the other day?
That was when I was looking for the team. I had no crimes, couldn't find no one.
Despite her promises, Natalie Baines has not appeared and can't be found. So Nat is off to her football match with a last-minute replacement.
I'll wait for the second one.
And these people then, this row.
Things have gone from bad to worse for the rock choir. Head of music Mr Randall is having to cope on his own, since Mr de Burke has now, on top of his sprained ankle, gone down with tonsillitis.
Highs, I want you to filter into 4 rows. Keep moving back, come on.
Mr Randall is worriedly awaiting news from Mr de Burke, but with only one day to go until the opening, he's forced to push on with rehearsals.
Remember, I will go 1, 2, 3, breathe. That's not subtle. Breathe, we. Okay, 2 bars, Lawrence. I'll give him a bar before that. 1, 2, 3, breathe. Look up, that's it. Smile!
The main body of the rock choir is doing well, but the soloists have yet to prove themselves.
Yeah! Give yourselves a round of applause. Yeah! Okay, right, listen.
Adele is still suffering from her cold. And the lads have not yet got their harmonies right, as Mr de Burke only finished writing the solo parts a couple of days ago. Mr Randall has a lot on his hands.
If you've got a problem with being silent for maybe 3 minutes, go. Walk out the door. Don't turn around now, because she'll not, yeah. Right, quiet please, from the intro. 1, 2, 3, breathe.
It's clear that Bram is still not happy with Pickle and his harmonies. The football team's arrived at All Saints School and Nat's already worried.
Oh my God, here we are now. Has everyone seen the other team? Have you seen them? Yeah. Are you scared? No, I am.
Not really, sort of.
Right, well don't be anyway.
Kick them.
Right, I think you should roll them shorts up.
Got to fasten
You
shoelaces
should
right
roll them pants up at the waist, or don't you want it?
With 2 temporary stand-ins and a team that have never played together, deciding positions is all last minute.
Natalie up front.
How are you? Where's Shania? She's going to defend it.
The defence is... Go to Sarah. Sarah's over there. Defence?
Yeah.
You can play defence, you can play defence and you.
Yes.
And the rest,
me?
1, 2,
Yeah.
3 and 4,
Yeah.
you play midfield, okay?
Well, that day at the match, I felt like pretty angry and quite upset as well because I took time out and they just didn't even bother turning up.
Nat and the rest of her team have nothing to lose as they walk off to face the opposition.
Well, I am glad to be here. I'm not feeling 100%, so it's not been my 2 weeks, is it? Boom, baby, boom.
Against the advice of his doctor, for the second time, Mr de Burke has come into school. But tonsillitis is not his only problem. Bram is very frustrated.
You got it in your head? 3, 4. Sorry, what sort of a note is? Every day I get a chance to learn a little more. What sort? That's under the note. It's a tone. You're not breathing before you sing. You shut up, please. I can't hear what I'm doing, right? Now, your part's important. We've spent 8 weeks doing your part, and we're trying to pull in this together in 1 week, which is harder. 3, 4.
Bram thinks Pickle is singing out of tune, and Pickle's voice is putting him off. Bram's had enough. His anger gets the better of him, and he walks out.
Please listen as
Mr. de Burke hasn't noticed. Whilst Pickle remains oblivious to the reason why.
I was getting very angry because, like, you've done it so many times before and you know you can do it. And if someone's stopping you, it's like, I really want to, like, smack him in, but you can't because he's like one of your mates. So you can't really tell him, like, yeah, can you turn the volume down a bit, mate? You know, you put me off because, like, it's the feelings, isn't it? So you have to, like, try and get round it. But I don't think there was a way around it.
Right, where's the other guys?
I don't know, I think they're outside.
Go get them.
Pickle still thinks Bram is simply unhappy with his own voice and goes to bring the lads back to the rehearsal. But Bram and Gage are chilling out before making any final decisions.
I think they've gone back to lessons.
Bram has no desire to return to rehearsals.
Mike's a bit better than that. This is rehearsal time. All right. Is there no way we're going to be able to do it with them then?
But lead singer Steph eventually persuades Bram to return to the choir.
Where are you gonna go?
Have it?
I've lost my voice now.
Is Pickle still on the other side of the theatre? With his own microphone?
Not yet.
Turned off?
He's singing Radiohead with Gage playing guitar and doing what they want. Gage has actually said that they don't want to come down here, but I don't know why.
I don't like money.
I might know about Bram. Well, he just keeps on stressing about everything, but I don't know where he is.
Attitude. It's not very good at all. He's not done this before. He's normally like quite interested in doing the choir, but I don't know. He's not been very happy with the song. He's not got many high parts, so I haven't got a clue why.
He's getting really worked up because he's someone that he's singing with, and he doesn't really like the voice, and it's getting on the nerves. I can't mention any names, but there's someone like that on a microphone, which really, if the voice goes through, he don't like it at all. And he's getting really stressed about it because it's putting him off.
Is it me?
No.
Someone. I thought, I don't know. I thought it might be having a go at me.
It's not you.
Oh, right. Yeah, just
Someone's getting on his nerves. Who needs him? I don't know who it is.
I thought it might be me.
Finally, the truth dawns on Pickle. Over at All Saints School, the match is about to begin.
Right, remember girls, good clean game. We're playing 25 minutes each way. No, it's in this one. So, okay, you decide if you want to kick off or change end. You can have kick off.
The first half passes without incident until just before half-time. Edgerton are 1-0 up, but Nat is not happy at how the first half has gone. She feels her opponents have been playing rough, and the ref has been ignoring it.
I'm not going to leave you like this. What's wrong? It's something that they said. What is it then? Is it all the emotions that come out?
No, right, I've been studied, right? I've been punched in the stomach, right? Kicked and I'm getting his shit for all of you and him over there. I mean, the referee was winding me up. You could tell that the referee was their teacher, I think, because it was just like, when the girl studied me and I started saying stuff to her, he started having a go at me as if it was all my fault, as if I'd done something. But I hadn't really, it was just her. She'd come and give me like, well, she'd come and stood with me and that. And so he was like just sticking up for them all the time.
Tell me it's about normal, got studied right, and got what's in the stomach. And he wants me to just be normal, what we're supposed to do.
Well, I'll have a look out for it. If not, I'll stop the game and I'll have a
No,
word
I
with
want to
him.
sit here for a minute, I'm not going on yet.
Well, what do you mean you can't go on yet?
Because I don't want to go on yet.
Well, just chill out for a minute. No, you'll come
I was that wound up because people had kicked me, punched me, whatever. And I knew that because like, I'm the captain of the girls' football team and I'm a prefect as well. And if I'd started giving them trouble back, then I would have just got my jumper taken off me and I wouldn't have been captain. And that's not the way you be a captain starting fights.
Nat needn't have worried. Towards the end of the second half, the ref spots some dirty tactics and a penalty is awarded to Edgerton.